So I just want to make this video. It's not gonna be necessarily quick, but it will be a video nonetheless. I might try to cover a few points in the middle of this video, but for one thing, I just want to get clear. I think I'm going to try a different niche from claymations for now. I'm still gonna keep the claymations I have right now. I'm still gonna make more claymation in the future, but I'm not gonna necessarily focus on them for now. I'm gonna try to put them in the back pocket as I suggested long ago from my friends. Not that I didn't take that advice already, but I just, you know, I have the claymation in the back pocket and keep it with me whether I use it or not. In the meantime, it's not gone for good. It's just gonna be in the back pocket. So I'll make progress to the claymations and I'll tell you guys about them if I ever want to. But just if I'm ever down for that. But it won't be too slow either. It will be like I promise I'll tell you guys when I've done something about claymations, even if it's not warranted for that. But what I will do instead, however, is I will try to focus on another niche or two that I really think I was actually aiming for in the meantime for quite a long while. I think these are niches that I haven't been talking about too much, but I have mentioned them every once in a while. And they were things that I was actually passionate about. Not necessarily talented in, but passionate about nonetheless. They are soft skills and science communication and vlogging. And I mentioned before I was going to try storyline, I was going to try vlogging, and then I was going to look into soft skills and science communication. And I didn't even do the Veritasium contest for that matter, but I mean, spoken for that for science communication. Or soft skills being any of the videos I did before about philosophy or soft skills. But um, I'm trying to find it in myself that there are these things that I don't even put on the rug too much, but I still like. They're sometimes they're in plain sight, but they're not like things I always like really like delve into in a concrete sense. I don't know if that would make sense. I don't mean to say that not everything I'm doing is real because I don't like to hear that either. But even if it is true, but even if it isn't, it's still Hepbur's truth. So it's just you know. But that being said, I'll niche down to soft skills and science communication. So I'm sorry that means something I have to go for now, but yeah, basically I'm gonna work on soft skills and science communication videos for now, and I will still make claymation, but it may be either be aligned with those niches, or it will be like along wherever I happen to make in the meantime that I happen to actually want to make. So claymations. I'm gonna keep the about section for a little while longer in case I make those claymations. But if I have anything else to update, that'll probably change it anyways. But the about section will change only if I actually need to change it because the ideas that are on there might actually happen. I might make the Shower House ED claymation cover in addition to the song I just made earlier. I mean all those other videos were actually really good. I'm surprised they were as good as they were, even without having to concern my niche as much. But at that point, this is variety content for a little while. But it was good content, whether it was variety or not. And I'm proud of those videos. But the earlier ones, they were quality. They were consistent for some reason, daily, almost. But whether I'm consistent or quality, whatever. If I choose a niche in a certain way, I would rather tell it this way. Oh, and another thing is I'm not gonna focus on thumbnails as much anymore. I'll bring back thumbnails when I want to, but only when I want to. Like not when I need to grow or anything like that. Like I probably would want to grow anyways, but not at a time where I need to focus on other things. I guess not just in my own life, but even with content as well. So I'm not gonna focus on too many quality thumbnails. So if this video shows up like this on the thumbnail, I'm sorry, but you know that is what it is. I'm not gonna focus too much on thumbnail design. If I want good thumbnails, I wouldn't even want to be using Polar or Photoshop anyways, or Polar then Photoshop. Ask someone else for thumbnail design help or whatever. But for claymations, it would be a little easier anyways. But yeah, the thumbnails that I make for claymation or whatever. But in which case, if I do make more claymation, I will make thumbnails for those most likely. But you know, so not as many thumbnails, not too much of a dependent warranted style for video descriptions. I'll still do some promos every once in a while, even if that's not too annoying for you guys. Like the ones I'm doing for my the one store I was showing you earlier, for the promo code and all that. I can mention that again in the description if I remember to, but not depend on that too much right now. But I'll mention the store every once in a while. Not every single video, but you know the ones I'm doing for sponsorships or whatever affiliate I'm doing. But yeah, the niche will be soft skills and science communication. Specifically for soft skills, it will be topics like things that are aligned with philosophy. There will be things that happen to be the skills that you would ask for in the career workplace, but in a way that makes you think. So something soft skills that compared to hard skills, basically like with the computer science or business analytics, whatever. Whereas in soft skills, things like patience and resilience. I'm bringing these words from the Conquer Self PMO War. I just entered earlier, but I listened to it. Thank gosh. I'll keep you guys updated on NoFap, by the way. NoFap's new intention, but you know, I'm not afraid to be that person on this channel. But I do bring the and you guys, the March Scarf has the politics and the memes and all that stuff. So if you need those videos, you go over there and other personal videos. But other videos I can't really bring on Dr. ABC for some reason. But yeah, that's what you go to March Scarf for. But yeah, from Dr. ABC's sake case, I'm going to have the soft skills, which are things like patience and resilience and integrity. It's things that you wouldn't know in common life, but even in the speech and debate kind of sense, like philosophy or whatever. Like soft skills like that, you'll get it as I make it along the line, even if it's not the right kind of soft skills you would imagine, but whatever you call it, right, whatever. But soft skills, science communication being things like in science and communication, so things that you communicate better with to a non-science audience, and science writing would be the actual science audience, but like the technically not non-science audience being the people who don't generally have to be scientists but can still be learning from science, and speaking to them in a communicating way. So in that format, like for the most part, obviously my channel will include video for the most part for science communication. But if it has audio only or whatever, or visuals or whatever, you'll know for sure. But you know, in which case I can put on Instagram, Twitch if that matter. But yeah, that's just for other things. So soft skills and science communication will be the niche down for now. It doesn't have to be the final niche, but I'm acting like it is. So maybe it would be. But if it's a passionate one, I can go for sure. So those will be the niches. Claymation still on the slide. And no thumbnails dependently speaking. We're not going to have too many of those cluttering my videos. And that's the weird perspective I have on it, is it literally be like they're cluttering the videos with custom thumbnails. What are they doing? Well, I mean, my thumbnails were pretty bad, but even then they were not always that bad. But, you know, yeah, not as many custom thumbnails. Okay. That should be it for now. I'm not going to use the slogan for now because I might even change it for that matter. But if I... Oh, and one more thing. The channel name, especially if I get the custom URL, but after 100 subs, I'm a little more than halfway there. I've been maintaining 55 for a while, getting and losing subs in stasis for some reason. But the name will change to Tony Cashman, as I mentioned before in some other skits. It will change to Tony Cashman in a mirror before or after getting the custom URL, because I'll change the URL to be Tony Cashman either way. So even if it doesn't change from Dr. ABC to Tony Cashman, it will still be Tony Cashman the custom URL. But I'm planning on changing the channel name to Tony Cashman if I get to 100 subs, or if I don't, if I turn 25 next year, and I'm considering it, then I'll think about it. I'll probably change the name by then, but that's not gonna be too soon. But yeah, that should be it for now. I'm gonna wait for 8 minutes because of the monetization I don't have right now. But yeah, no slogan for now. You already know what it is. It'll be in the description if I put it. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next video that I niche on.